Yeah. Happy birthday, Mana. Happy birthday, Mana. Wish you a happy birthday. I believe your birthday's gone past, but just thank God that your wife has done a special day, specialized for your birthday. Even though the day's gone past, but we mark this day as a day that you've entered into this world. First of all, I'm not going to say that much because I believe we didn't have enough time. But as a brother, as a little brother, um, I just want to say that I'm blessed, really blessed, overwhelmed with the blessings that I have and having a brother like you in my life. Um, I can't put it in much words. But God is my witness, and God knows what's in my heart. In our relationship as brothers and as a younger brother to you, I am filled with my heart's filled with blessings, and my heart's filled with joy and happiness to have you in my life. You've taught me so much. You've you provided me as an older brother in my life so much, and you've given me the words of encouragement to help my life and my journey, as a Christian. And from the beginning, when I was a little kid, till this very moment, as soon as we all enter our family into the salvation, and as we all receive Jesus in our lives, you still were there, being a part of our older brother to me, and you've taken care of me, you've guided me, and you've taught me a lot. So I am very blessed to have you in my life. So all I could say is thank the Lord for everything that He has done. Thank God for giving you into my life and blessing you in my life with Maria as well. So I still remember the old days when I was little, growing up, from SAR, coming to New Zealand, and then here to Australia. Through that whole journey in our family, I believe that God planned everything, and everything that happened for a reason. So not only that, I just thank Mom and Dad as well, for keeping us on our feet, and especially Dad as leading our family. Just thank Mom and Dad for teaching you of being a son and being a brother to all of us, through all the good things that Mom and Dad taught you. You have ups and downs in life, but everything that you go through is for a reason, to get you where you are right now. So coming to this time now, I've seen a lot of change, and spiritually, and you've grown up as a spiritual brother, and as a spiritual father to me as well, and as a pastor. So there's no other words, man. Like, I just feel joy. All the glory goes back to God for everything that He has done, through all the planning of our lives to where we are right now. I am very blessed to have you, Mana. I feel the love, as a brother, and I cannot forget all those encouragements and all those advice that you've given me as a little brother, through the times that I've been disobedient and, not listening and not doing the right thing. You've always been there for me to give me that word to help me, but that's what I will never forget, the times that I fall back and the times that I fall down, the times that I get hurt. You were always there to pick me back up, You're always there to give me that positive talk, and that energy talk that I need to press on for God. So at this time, I just pray that God will continue the calling and continue all the blessings in your life to press on to what God has already planned for you as a calling that you have right now. You know, I see an amazing, like, as a like an amazing gift that you have spiritually, especially you know, preaching the word of God. Like, whenever you speak the word, man, it's like a refreshment for me. And I believe, and we all know that the word is always refreshing and it's always new, but you deliver in a different kind of way that, like, you know, fits in my heart. So, you know, all those things is to glorify God. But I think I've gone over the line, and I've gone a lot to say. I don't know if I make sense, but yeah. So thank you, brother. Thank you for your love. Thank you for your support. You know, as an older brother to me, you know, may God bless you on your birthday. May God add more years in your life to serve Him, and you know, to serve your family as well. I believe you got more ahead of you, brother. You know, be blessed, stay blessed, and be strong for the Lord, and don't give up. And I believe that you are strong, brother, and you're a strong man that will never give up. And I'm just following the footsteps, and I'm just following behind you, learning off you, because I know that you're my role model, and that, you know, you've taught me so much. So that's all I want to say. I believe that Vita and the kids are going to spoil you after this. And, you know, may God bless you. And I love you so much from the bottom of my heart. And I'll give it over to Ria to say what she wants to say on your birthday.
Happy birthday. I'm freaking out already. Happy birthday, Mana. 52 years of age. Thank God for the many years that He has blessed you with. I'll keep it short. I mean, if we were to say so much about Mana, we could go on for hours. But one of the questions to answer was, what is our proudest moments of Mana? And I would say proudest moments that we have with Mana, I mean, there's so many that we can recall, but proudest moments would be today, our moments that we have with you in the present, because you are a pastor, you're a spiritual father, you're a man of God, and we're so proud of you. You know, listening to the history that you have come through so much, and that's how we know that God definitely had that calling upon your life. You know, when you shared about your history, we know that you've come through the roughness of the rough, and to see where you are today, it's very it's a blessing. So we're just very thankful to be a part of your life and for you to be a part of ours. I just want to thank you, Mana, for being such a great role model in our lives, especially in me and Brian's marriage. You know, we were young, but growing up we had you there to help us, to guide us through the tough times we've had. You have overcome so many tough times, and you have overcome them, so you're the perfect role model for us, because when we go through our tough times, we know that we can overcome them, not because of ourselves or people around us, but because of God. So we're very thankful for you, Mana. Thank you for your love. Thank you for words of encouragement that you always give us, your words of advice, words of love. We're very thankful, blessed. You know, I'm thankful for you, because you're a perfect role model for my husband, Brian, as the head of the family. So thank you. Not only that, but his calling as well, and God's will. So we look up to you, Mana, and we also look up to my sister Vida. Thank you guys for being such a massive part and impact in our family. And our girls are so blessed to have you in our lives. So we're so thankful, Mana. Happy birthday, and God bless you. We love you.
Okay, we'll go straight into it. Bria, Blessy, you want to say anything to Uncle Mana? Okay, Blessy, you want to say something?
Happy birthday, Uncle Mana. I'm so grateful to have you. And the Lord is always with you, even if you're low. And God will always protect you from the dangerous stuff that's happening to your family. And I'm so grateful to have you. And yeah.
Sharp, bless you. Bria, you want to say something?
Yeah, I just want to say happy birthday, Uncle Mana. You know, thank you for teaching my dad and how to be a good person and looking after him. Because he wouldn't be my dad if he weren't here, Mana.
Yeah. Carry on, baby.
And I just want you and your family to have a safe day today and have a good birthday with your family that you have right now. And you know, whatever you're struggling in, Uncle, just push them away from you and just move on in your family. And yeah.
Ciao, Bria. As what Bria and Blessy said, you know, I believe that you feel blessed of what they said too, Mana. And not only that, Bria's the godchild of, you know, as you and Wada remembered, and Blessy too. So, you know, thank you, Mana, once again, and happy birthday. So, you know, as I believe that we saw some questions that Sis Vada wanted to ask and wanted to, you know, say something about, you know, all the questions. So the first question is, what was it like growing up with Mana? So, as I'm the only person that knows Mana and grew up with Mana, and even Mana for himself that saw me growing up as a, you know, as a little kid to where I am right now. Growing up with Mana is was pretty good, to be honest. Like, the straight up truth is that my whole family knows that that me and Tilomai was the spoilest one in our family, and the only words that I could use of it is that I grew up and I was blessed and I was happy. You know, I was happy and grateful growing up. Sometimes I think to myself, through all the hard times that my older brothers and my older sisters went through, was really hard, but me and Tilomai was the only luckiest one, that we were spoiled and we were, you know, we had the easy way of growing up. So, you know, I remember back in the days that the Kuinga was working at a good job. We were so, you know, we had a lot of money back in Samoa, and even Mana had a good job working on the boat, you know, traveling the world. So we were actually a bit wealthy back then in the islands of me growing up. You know, growing up from that time, I was really, you know, comfortable, you know, in the right place, you know, growing up with food, growing up with money, you know, my mom and the Goinga taking care of me and my sisters, and, you know, especially my brother, you know, supplying for our family. You know, growing up with Mana, you know, Mana was a hard worker and he worked so hard for our family. Traveling the world, you know, working on the boat, traveling the world, you know, supplying money for our family, to build our family. So growing up, man, I was blessed. I was blessed. I still remember when I got burnt over here in our shop in Samoa, because I tried to go and sneak in and, you know, eat the ice creams inside the fridge, and I got burnt. So I still remember that time. Till this time, I still remember. So growing up, you know, I had long hair, you know, and I think I remember my brother Mana was the one that kept and said to keep my hair long, and had those little braids, those little seeds around my hair. It was like a thing back in the islands back in the days.
Beads.
The beads around my head. I still remember having my long hair, and, you know, my brother saying to keep it on, you know, leave it on as long as I can. So growing up from that time, you know, from Samoa, and me and my dad coming to New Zealand, you know, and then the whole family came as my brother came over. You know, growing up, seeing my brother, you know, here and there, was a blessing, to be honest, was a blessing. Until this time, you know, it's more than a blessing as well. So I just thank the Lord for protecting my brother Mana from the life that he was in as well. You know, he went through hell and he almost lost his life as well, you know. It was death that he went through. But, you know, as we all know that God had a calling on Mana to where he is right now. So all praise and all the glory goes back to him, to our God, for protecting Mana and giving Mana the strength as well. And especially giving Mana that family heart. You know, Mana is a man that really loves his family, and like he really fights for his family, really, you know, works hard for his family. So I grew up with seeing Mana with that. Man, it's really something special to me, of me growing up and building up my family, that I'll probably, you know, that I will do in my family as well. So that's the answer to growing up with Mana, onto that question. So moving on to the second question is, what's your proudest moment with Mana? I'll hand it over to Ria and let her. Oh, okay. If she said, you can repeat it again if you want. So, if you want to say it again, or you don't want to say it again. Okay, I'll say it then. I'll say the proudest moment that I had with Mana. So the proudest moment that I had with Mana was the time that me and Ria went through the baddest, like we hit the rock bottom. We had the last strings. The time that we started building me and my family, me and Maria, our family, and the time when it was just Bria and Blessy. When it was just Bria, we were smooth, like it was new, like we were loving it. Then once Blessy came, it went hard as, like we went deeper in the life of marriage. We went through obstacles, we went through trials, we went through hardship, you know, we went through like mountains, you know, through valleys. You know, we hit the bottom where me and Ria almost just went, nah, that's it. But you were there, Mana, and you and, you know, me and Ria we were so against with each other, and we were like hitting like this, like a wall, like a brick wall to each other. But you know, you were there, you were there, and you were in the middle of what me and Maria went through, and you gave the right words to us, you know. You even shared your tears to me and Ria, you know, and that you shared your love to me and Ria to keep a hold of us and to be strong. So that was the proudest moment that I have. That, you know, because in life you will always find that deepest part and the hardest part that you went through in your journey as in your family. And you will always remember the people that will always be around that time. So that's my proudest moment of you, Mana, is that when me and Ria went rock bottom in our family, in our relationship, and you were there with Vida to help me and Ria to stand back up and, you know, do our family. You know, as you always give us those words of encouragement to look at our kids, you know, it is true, because our kids, these are our blessings. So we need to teach them of what being good parents are, and show them how truly the real love of me and Ria that has, to show them that we love each other and to build our family up. So that's the proudest moment that I know of you, Mana. And I just want to thank you again. You know, all the glory, everything that happened, all goes back to God. So if you want to say your proudest moment, or you're all right.
I said my proudest moments of Mana, but I think memorable moments would be like when we all stayed in Hampton Park and Mana and Vita were up down the road. And every day after work, because Mana used to work as savers, and every day after work, he would always stop by our house.
Always
every
pop
single
by
day.
and visit.
And we would hear his car, his red car, and we would all say, Mana's here. And it's definitely memories that we treasure today because we miss those moments.
Yep.
We miss you, Mana, just rocking up. And that was like the greatest older sibling for us because he always looked after us and watched over us. For me, even though like I'm not a sibling but married into the family, you know, you've always made me feel welcome. There's moments where me and Brian, like Brian said, hit rock bottom, and there was a moment where we didn't know you knew, but you might have heard something happened
Come say something
where
to Uncle Mana.
I went with the kids away, and it still brings me tears to my eyes till this moment when I speak about it, because when me and Brian were going through those hard times and me and the kids were gonna go to New Zealand, and you heard that, you drove around looking for me and the kids. You didn't even know where like you were going, but you were driving around to look for us, and hearing you cry over the phone when me and the kids came back to Brian, and you were talking to Brian on the phone and you were crying. The moments like that will always be treasured because we know how much you cherish family, we know how much you love family, and you know, us at a young age growing up, we know how important family is. And Mana, thank you for moments like that, because those are moments that brought us to where we are today. So Mana, we love you so much, and thank you so much for being there for us.
Yeah, sure, babe. Bria, Blessy, what's your guys' proudest moment with Mana? Any time that Mana bought you something or gave you money or anything else? What was your proudest moment with Mana? The best time you had with Mana?
The best time that I had with
Or
Mana was I don't really know.
you have
Too many.
heaps of proudest moment, eh?
Not that really.
It's because you're so young, but Mana
Yeah.
was always around.
Okay, Bria,
I think that's...
any proudest moment? Say love you, Mana, and happy birthday.
Okay.
Love you, Mana.
Okay, we got one more last question. Is just a message to you, Mana. So the only message I could give is to press on for the Lord. You know, be strong for God. That's the main journey that we are aiming for right now. You know, forget about the flesh or whatever, but spiritually press on for God, and don't worry about anybody, as I know that you never worry. Don't worry about the negativity and the the evil spirit, because I know and I believe that you're a stronger man now, that you see everything spiritually. I'm not saying you're that perfect, but I believe that you're in that stage of knowing the spiritual life. So
Wise, very wise.
very wise. That's the correct word for it. So no press on, Mana. May God bless you to be a strong man of faith and a strong man to lead your family, and as a older brother to to be strong for your younger brothers as well. So thank you, Mana, once again. You know, everything that you have become, we all give it back to God, and all the glory goes back to Him. So now we're gonna hand it over to Vita and the kids. You know, may God bless you. Say bye, Mana, and say happy birthday once again. Yeah, bye, Mana, and happy birthday. We love you.